You're listening to Daily Horoscope for your zodiac sign with Stephanie Campos. I'm your host, Stephanie Campos, and I am a practicing astrologer, psychic medium, and witch. In each daily episode, I covered a detailed overview of the astrology of the day and what you can expect from full moons to Mercury retrogrades. I've got you covered. And of course, there is always a personalized horoscope for your zodiac sign. If you scroll down in the show notes, there are always timestamps included for your convenience. And a quick pro tip before we dive in, I do recommend listening to your horoscope based on your rising sign for more accuracy. And if you are loving this podcast, don't be shy, leave a rating. Hell, even a review. I'm a one human show and produce each and every episode every day just for you. And your support means so much. Now let's get into the astrology of the day. This is your daily horoscope for Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. All times are Pacific Standard Time. At the time of recording, it is January 12th, and we only have one major aspect in the sky today. It is Mercury in Aquarius forming a conjunction with Saturn in Aquarius. This is taking place at 8 a.m. at 1 degree. So if you have any planets or placements around 1 degrees of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, you will feel the effects of this the most intensely. When the Sun and Mercury come together at the same moment and spot in the sky, this is known as a cazimi. A cazimi is an Arabic word that means in the heart of, and it is when a planet is reborn. There's a sense of renewal and strengthening. And here, this cazimi is occurring with Mercury, the planet of communication and information and our mind. Oftentimes when we have a Mercury cazimi, it can feel like a divine download, an aha moment, an important realization, making an important decision, having an important conversation, or an important turning point. Now, this cazimi is taking place in Aquarius, which is the sign of the collective. My heart is so heavy right now, personally and collectively. My sister is still in the hospital. We're on over a month, and it's just been setback after setback. And that is something that I'm dealing with in my private life. And maybe I'll give a more detailed update next week when I have a little bit more emotional capacity. But I'm also heartbroken for humanity. I mean, look at what has been taking place. Look at the murder of Keith Porter Jr., of Renee Good. These ICE agents in Minneapolis just kidnapping children, teenagers, going door to door, disrupting and kidnapping families. This is a time where more than ever, we need to show up for each other. And especially white people, we need to show up physically. We need to use our bodies to fight back against this incredibly racist, harmful, oppressive regime. This is It's by design. It's by design to scare us and to make us feel hopeless and like our efforts don't matter, but they do. And I know that the fact that this is ramping up is in direct response and correlation to the powers that be and the government becoming more aware that people are waking up and that we are making a difference. And I mean, abolish ICE. Like, obviously, you all know that's how I feel. But please, try to come up with ways in which you can give back or support your local community or the families of those who have been impacted by these horrific events. I was talking with my friend and fellow astrologer Laura Chung the other day just about how dysregulating it feels to be on social media, where we're like scrolling and it's like some celebrity selling the GLP-1s or whatever they're called, the weight loss drugs. And then the next one is ICE kidnapping a family. And then the next video is get ready with me with some influencer on a yacht. And it just feels so surreal. And it's really hard to function and just pretend that everything is normal. And the reason I'm talking about this in relation to the Mercury cazimi is the fact that this is happening in Aquarius. And Aquarius is about the collective and the larger picture and those who sit on the margins and at the margins of society. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of boundaries, and it's the last visible planet in the sky. So it does represent who and what lies at the boundaries and the borders and beyond. And it's my hope with this Mercury cazimi that there is some sort of surge or important development in organizing and collective organizing. You can use this and funnel this energy to do some sort of organizing work in your local community or to brainstorm your own role in this movement and the revolution. It's all of our roles are going to look differently. We don't all have to be organizers. We don't all have to show up and protest. Some of us are gathering information, creating resources, creating art to spread awareness, raising radical children. There's so many different ways to be involved and be the change, but it's my hope that each of us today with this energy spend some time to reflect on what our role is and what we're able to do. For me in my life right now, I'm able to use my platform and my privilege to speak out and to spread news and awareness. And that's what I'm going to try to continue to do. Please lead with kindness. Please care for one another. Tell someone that you love them, even if you haven't told them in a while. I'm sending love and protection to all of you. Aries, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius could bring some sort of important information to light or an important conversation in a friendship. This could also mark some sort of new influential person who enters your life who could help support you and bring about some of your dreams. Or maybe you have some sort of really exciting idea you want to pursue or come up with a plan or a solution to bring some of your dreams to life. This is also a great day for collaboration of any type, for signing a new contract, and for putting your thoughts, ideas, and feelings out there into the world, sending some sort of important elevator pitch, applying for a job. Luck is on your side today as long as you choose to show up and self-express. Taurus, under the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius, this brings some sort of moment of illumination regarding your career, your life path, and any major milestones that you are focused on. And that could have to do with a bunch of different things. It could have to do with your love life, your living situation, personal goals, a decision to go back to school. There could be some sort of new calling that has captured your attention or some sort of goal that you want to focus on because it feels meaningful for you. This could also mark an important turning point in a key relationship. Maybe you are negotiating a job or a raise as well. And in general, this could also help you gain some attention and recognition too. Gemini, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings important conversations to the surface. So if you've been putting off having some sort of discussion, this is the day to share your thoughts, your ideas, and your feelings with others. You could also make some sort of important decision regarding your expertise, the work you do in the world, or maybe you're gaining attention for your voice in some way, like speaking at a conference or getting something published, or maybe you're making a decision to go back to school, or there's something new you want to learn that has captured your attention. This could also be a day where you are booking some travel. Conversations also feel incredibly illuminating and help you shift your perspective. This is a great day to be open-minded, take risks, and to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. You could also sign a new contract or make some sort of new agreement as well. Cancer, under the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius, you are having some sort of revelation on a practical sense about your finances and your shared resources. So this could look like having an important conversation with a roommate or a lover or a business partner about the financial expectations in your household. Or maybe you are paying down some debt, you're getting some paperwork in order, or perhaps you're signing a new contract, or there's some sort of shift or financial budgeting change that you are experiencing, and maybe you want to get back on track with your budget and your financial goals. Emotionally, this can be a very raw, honest, and vulnerable time. Having tender and open-hearted conversations can lead to a deepening in some of your relationships. This is also a powerful time to reflect on your relationship with some of your fears, your anxieties, your shadow side, your relationship with shame and guilt. And while that doesn't sound incredibly fun, it can spark a cathartic healing. Leo, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings attention to your important one-on-one relationships and your contracts. So this could look like having a very important conversation with a lover, a roommate, a family member. Maybe you're discussing the future. Maybe you're discussing expectations or setting boundaries, or even clearing the air and getting back on the same page. This could also look like a moment of coming together with someone else and deciding to collaborate or sign a contract or taking on a new client or project. Occasionally, this is also the area of your chart that has to do with open enemies. So maybe you are becoming more aware of who is really on your team and who is rooting for you and who isn't worthy of your time and energy. Virgo, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings attention to your daily life, your habit, your lifestyle, and also your responsibilities. So this could be a moment where you are taking on a new obligation, responsibility, or project, either in your personal life or your professional life. And this could require a lot of work day in and day out, but you know ultimately it is going to either help out someone you love or bring you closer to some of your goals. This could also be a day that helps you find a solution to some sort of problem or obligation that has left you feeling tired or exhausted and worn down. Maybe you're also receiving recognition or a job well done for something you've worked hard on. This energy can also help you come to terms with habits, patterns, and behaviors that you want to change and help you reprioritize your overall well-being. It is also very possible that you need to set a boundary today, too. Libra, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings attention to the part of your chart that has to do with romance, pleasure, play, creativity, and also fertility. But before you panic, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have a human baby. It could also mean that maybe you are going to adopt a fur baby, or maybe there is some sort of importance going on in your fur baby's life. Or if you have a human child, this could also be a day where there is something big going on in their life as well. Now, fertility also has to do with what you create. So maybe there is some sort of new creative artistic venture or passion project that you're focused on or that you want to start focusing on. This could also help you find some sort of new hobby or outlet that you really enjoy, or encourage you to have a heart-to-heart in a romantic relationship or a turning point regarding your relationship with pleasure, desire, and dating as well. Scorpio, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings attention to your home, the past, your relationship with family members, and your overall foundation and sense of security. So there could be some sort of important conversation or news you learn about a family member, maybe your living situation. Maybe you are trying to rent a new place or find a new roommate, or you want to redo your living room or redecorate or do a big purge of your home. You're making some sort of decision regarding your place of safety and security. This could also bring some sort of turning point regarding the past. It can help you let go of the past, but it's also an important time to reflect on the past and take some sort of kernels of wisdom from what you've been through and apply it to your future as well. Your intuition is also on point, so listen to it at every twist and turn today. Sagittarius, the Mercury cazimi helps you connect with your voice, and this can also bring some sort of moment of illumination, clarity, or even a strong vibe from your intuitive mind as well. If there is any important conversations that you've been wanting to have with someone, this could be a day to do it. You could also sign a new contract or negotiate a new project. Maybe you meet a new friend or learn something important regarding a best friend, a roommate, or an extended family member. There could also be something new that you want to learn, like a skill or a hobby, or maybe just some books that you've been wanting to get lost in. This can also help shift your own mindset and change the way you speak to yourself, to let go of some of your own limiting beliefs. And this is also really helpful energy for working on any type of writing project or speaking projects as well. Capricorn, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius brings attention to your finances, your resources, your possessions, and your income. So this could be a day where you're making a decision to downsize. Maybe you're going through some of your possessions and you're donating or you're giving things away. And this could also be a day where you are making some sort of important purchase. Maybe there is something that you want to bring into your life that could bring more comfort into your home and your lifestyle. There could also be some sort of shift or change regarding a contract or maybe a raise or a promotion that you're going after. Or if you applied for a job, maybe you hear back today. This could also coincide with a moment of recognition. Maybe you've been working hard on something and you're getting the compliments that you really deserve. And in turn, this can also give you a little boost of self-esteem and some confidence and helps you remember what sets you apart. Aquarius, you are the main character under the Mercury cazimi in your sign. And this is an important moment to redefine yourself, to let go of limiting beliefs, old ways of showing up, and to really embody a more authentic version of you. Think about your future self, your desires. How do they act? What do they think about themselves? This is your moment and cosmic realignment to really embrace and embody that future version of yourself right now in the present moment. This could also coincide with making an important personal decision, a personal decision regarding the goals you want to set for yourself, or even some of your key relationships as well. Pisces, the Mercury cazimi in Aquarius encourages you to connect with your subconscious and your intuitive mind. This is going to be a very important day for you to pay attention to your dreams, as well as the signs and symbols that show up in your waking life. Your intuition is really, really accurate today and on point. You could also receive messages or visitations from loved ones who've crossed over. Maybe you feel more in tune with the universe and you're able to notice some of the magic that exists around you, even in the most mundane of places. This energy is also really helpful for setting boundaries, for saying no, for releasing responsibilities that have left you feeling under-resourced or exhausted. And if you've been wanting to make a change with a habit, a pattern that no longer serves you, this is the day to do so. This energy can certainly help you close out cycles and also help you feel some of your big feelings. As always, I hope your daily horoscope has offered some guidance and support throughout your day. And if you can't get enough of this podcast and want more horoscopes, I invite you to join me over on Patreon, where every Sunday you gain instant access to 7 episodes of your daily horoscope for the week ahead, a weekly psychic reading, a monthly tarot spread, and a monthly meetup, which ranges from group tarot readings to group mediumship readings and circles to ask me anything about your personal birth chart. These group monthly meetups have been a real highlight over the past few months, and I am enjoying them so much. There is a link in the show notes to join. It is only $10 a month, and I hope to see you there. As always, I'm sending you love, protection, and blessings in every single dimension. Thanks so much, and see you tomorrow.